Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Yasodanandana Praja Jana Ranjana Yasodanandana Praja Jana Ranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om Ajnanatirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chaksoranmalitam Mena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Gurun Sri Yutapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sangrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vidam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakan Vitam Sha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaskute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhano Sude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatrubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evecha Padidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vande Nantad Bhuteswaryam Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhum Nichopyat Prasadat Bhakti Sastra Pravartakam Gita Sasramidam Punyam Yapade Prayate Puman Vishnu Padam Avapnoti Payasokadi Varjita Gita Dhyayena Silasya Pranayama Parasya Cha Naivam Shantihi Papani Purvajanmo Kritari Cha Maline Mochanam Pumsam Jalasnanam Dhine Dhine Sakre Gita Martasnanam Samsara Maranasanam Gita Sugita Kartavya Kim Manne Sasra Vistare Ya Swayam Padmanabhascha Mukhat Padma Vinisrite Bharat Amrita Sarvasam Vishnu Vaktram Vinisrite Gita Gangolakam Pitva Punajanmana Vidyate Sarvopani Sadogavo Doktam Gopalanandana Partavasa Suri Bhokta Doktam Gita Amritam Mahat Ekam Sasram Deviki Putra Gitam Eko Devo Deviki Putra Hiva Eko Tasya Mantra Namani Yani Karmapi Ekum Tasya Devasya Sevya. So these are the wonderful glorification about the Bhagavad Gita. Whoever hears the Bhagavad Gita, they become free from all kinds of fear by every day meditating on the subject matter of Bhagavad Gita. They become free from all kinds of previous karmic reaction, and that will be a peace and happiness in our life. To cleanse the human body, we use the water. Bhagavad Gita is equals to the Ganges water. By taking shelter of the teaching of Bhagavad Gita, not only the body gets cleansed, but our soul, entire life become purified. And in Kali Yuga, at the present age, it's not easy to read many kinds of Vedic literature, but reading Bhagavad Gita alone is good enough. There is no requirement to read any other books, because Bhagavad Gita is spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In India, there is the holy river, Ganges water are there. By bathing in the Ganges river, one becomes cleansed of all sinful reaction. Because the Ganges river emanated from the lotus feet of the Lord, In the similar way, by reading Bhagavad Gita, one gets the same benefit of bathed in the Ganges water. Just like the Ganges river emanated from the lotus feet of the Lord, the Bhagavad Gita is emanated from the lotus mouth of the Lord. And of all the Vedic literatures, the Bhagavad Gita are considered to be the essence of all the Vedic literatures. Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharatam is like a cow, and Bhagavad Gita is like a milk of a cow, and Krishna appeared as a cowherd boy. He milked the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and give it to the devotees like Arjuna. And in time to come, in future, there is a prediction that the world will be seeking for only one scripture, holy book, and Bhagavad Gita will become only one scripture for the entire human society. The world will be looking for only one God, and Krishna will become the ultimate supreme Lord for the entire human society. The world will be looking for one service, one duty. The service to the Lord become prime duty of the entire human society. And ultimately the world will be seeking to chant only one mantra, and chanting of the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This mantra will become the entire mantra for the entire human society. In this way, by the mercy of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, we are able to come in contact with the Bhagavad Gita as it is. There are many Bhagavad Gitas in the market for sales. It is written by different people for different reasons. Many of them has written these books for professional ways, for some personal reason. But Prabhupada is being the pure devotees of the Lord. He has translated this Bhagavad Gita as it is, and by having that purity in himself and applying that purity into this, translating this Bhagavad Gita and distributing all over the world. And this Bhagavad Gita has successfully created many temples around the world, and has created many pure devotees around the world. So the Bhagavad Gita written, translated by Prabhupada is very pure. It has only done only for the ultimate benefit of the entire human society. So the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita taking us 5,000 years ago. 5,000 years ago there was a great dispute with the family members. Both are coming from the Kuru dynasty. There's a dispute between the Pandavas and Kauravas. The dispute against who's going to occupy the throne of Hastinapur. And by birth somebody has got right to occupy the throne of Hastinapur. They are the Pandavas headed by Yudhishthira. By birth they are rightful candidates to rule the entire world at that time. But somewhere or other, by little bit of tricks, by some manipulation, the Kauravas, they have taken over. They were vying for the power of this kingdom. In this way, this dispute have created the greatest war at any time in the history, called the Mahabharata war. And Krishna, being the Lord himself, he was there at that moment. And Krishna, in many ways, he tries to stop the war. And Krishna personally conducted different meetings with these different parties, and personally mediated between the Pandavas and the Kauravas not to go to any kinds of war. And war ultimately will only bring disaster to the entire human society. And wars are taking place, and that will be innocent people also will be killed in the war. The women will be killed, the children will be killed, the old people will be killed. Those who are not participating in the war, the innocent people also will be killed. And that will bring a disaster and bring a very sinful reaction for those who have started the war. In this way, Krishna tried all his best to stop the war. Externally, it may appear to be Krishna wanted to stop the war, but internally Krishna wants this arrangement of Krishna that the war has to take place so that the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita can be spoken for the benefit of the entire human society. Before the start of the war, and Krishna had been selected to go take a message to the Kauravas to see whether in any ways can be compromised, that the war can be avoided. So Krishna was ready to go to the Hastinapur to talk to the Kauravas, aided by Duryodhana. And before going for the peace talk, Krishna, he spoke to the Pandavas first. He asked each member of the Pandavas their opinion. Krishna called Yudhishthira and he told Yudhishthira that I'm going to talk to Duryodhana to somehow to avoid the war. So what is your opinion? What do you want me to talk to Duryodhana? Yudhishthira told Krishna, whatever you like to talk to Duryodhana, you can talk to him, but you come back with the answer that there should not be any war. You can talk anything you like with Duryodhana, but only result is that there should not be any war. That is the statement given by Yudhishthira. And Krishna asked Bhima, what do you think? What is your opinion? What do you want me to tell to Duryodhana? Bhima said, you can talk anything to Duryodhana, but you come back with the result, there should be war. And Krishna asked Arjuna, what do you think? Arjuna said that my Gandhiva bow is waiting to kill them, so come back that we have to fight with them. And Krishna went to Nakula and asked Nakula, what is your opinion? Nakula says, why you are wasting your time, Krishna? Krishna asked him, why you are saying that I'm wasting my time? Nakula says, look, Duryodhana is not a very good guy. He's not even listening to his own elders in the family. He's not going to listen to you. So why you are wasting your time meeting Duryodhana? Then finally Krishna went to Sahadev and asked Sahadev, what is your opinion, Sahadev? Sahadev says, why you are wasting my time? Krishna said, your brother Nakula said that I'm wasting in his time, and you are telling that no, why you are wasting your time? So what is the problem? And Sahadev told Krishna, then my dear Krishna, though like you do not know anything what's happening here, though like you do not know, you're asking Yudhishthira what you think, though like you do not know, you go and ask Bhima what do you think, no, like you don't know, you go to Arjuna, you go to Nakula asking everybody what do you think. You know what I'm thinking, Krishna, you're just going to do whatever you think. You're not going to listen to anybody else around. In this way, Krishna has got a great idea that he has to bring the message of Bhagavad Gita for the ultimate benefit of the entire human society. Everything was already pre-arranged. Just like in the Bhagavad Gita, if you read chapter 11, text 31, 32, 33, 34, there is a question inquired by Arjuna. Arjuna asked Krishna, Kya imeko bhavan ugra rupam namostu sveva vara prasido vigyatamichami bhavantam atyam nahi prajanami tava prasidham. In the chapter 11, text 31, Arjuna inquired from Krishna, I wanted to know more about you and what is your mission of coming to this world? With your ferocious form, I would like to know what is your mission coming here. And Krishna answered Arjuna. He said, Kalos miloka saikra pravada lokan samahartam iya pravarta rite pidvamna bhavishyanti sarve vastita prajanike yoda tasmatam buddhista yaso labasva jitva sattum bhungsva raj samrita Maya vaitanyeta purvameva nimittamatram bhava sabdya sabchin Dronam cha bhismam cha jayadranam cha karnam tadanyam api yoda viran Maya hatasvato madista jetasi yudhasva jetasi rane sapatnam. Krishna told Arjuna that I am the time. I have come to kill everybody except the Pandavas. Everybody else will be killed here. He says that you take the glories by being an instrument in this war. And he said, Dronam, Bhismam, Jayadratha, all the great warriors like Drona, Bhisma, Jayadratha, all these great warriors have already killed them. So in this way, Krishna already arranged everything. He has already done everything here. But he wants Arjuna to take part in this battle so that the glories can be given to Arjuna. And Krishna would have taken selectively, Krishna would have privately would have spoken to Arjuna. Krishna no need to go to the war to speak to Arjuna. If the message is only for Arjuna, Krishna could have called Arjuna. And he could have privately told him about this message of Bhagavad Gita. But Krishna made this battlefield ready so that he can speak Bhagavad Gita. And the entire world can learn the message of Bhagavad Gita. And the people, even the enemies, they can learn the wonderful knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. In this way, there is a very reason why Krishna wanted to speak in the battlefield. Because the battlefield means things are not going to be very certain of anything. There are going to be a lot of uncertainty when we are put into great trouble of life. When things are going normal, very peaceful, we are not in great trouble. And we take it everything very easy and very relaxed way. But when we are going through a very difficult time, then we find solution to the problem in more deeper than any other day. So battlefield is the place where things are not going to be very certain, whether we are going to continue living in the world, whether we are going to die, and we are living what is going to happen to the others who had fought in the battlefield. And after the war, how the situation is going to be. If we are dying, what is going to happen to my life? What is going to happen to my family? There are a lot of questions comes in when life comes between life and death. There are lots and lots of questions we want you to think about. So things are not going to be very certain in the battlefield. So Krishna has selected the battlefield so that even in the uncertainty of our life, are we upholding the dharma, the principle of life? The principle of dharma in our life is very, very important. Talking about something is very easy when we are put into that test and tribulation. Whether are we able to uphold whatever we are speaking today? Just like the two friends were walking in the forest. And the two friends been talking like they are very true friends. Each other they say, we should stick together. We should be like a life and soul. In any situation, we should not be separated. We should help each other so we can be only true friends in the world. They were talking and walking and going. That time there was a jackal coming from the back. So seeing the jackal, one of the friends got frightened. He, climbed the tree and he seated there. And the friend on the other side, the friend said, I do not know how to climb the tree. Please help me, please help me. But before that, they've been talking like, they're very good friends, that each other cannot survive without other friends. But when the danger came, one fella who knows how to climb the tree, climbed the tree. Another fella, he left, on the ground. So only way he thought to survive is that let me pretend like I'm unconscious. So he felt like unconscious. The jackal came and then he started to smell him. Go to the ear, go to the eyes and everywhere, started to smell him. And after that, the jackal, thought this guy is died, he left and gone ready. So then after that, the friend from the top of the tree got down and then he came and talked to this friend. He said, I saw that the jackal been, saying something into your ear. Yeah, the jackal said, don't trust the guy up there. So when we are put it into a different kind of situation, especially between life and death, and we started to think very deeply about the ongoing of things in our life. So in this way, Krishna selected the battlefield so that are we able to uphold the principle of dharma even in a great difficult time. It's not that good time we are staying around, bad time we are running away. There is not the real friendship in the world. So in this way that the Bhagavad Gita been selected to speak on the battlefield. So the Bhagavad Gita begins with the chapter 1, text 1. That Dhritarashtra inquired. Dhritarashtra is a blind man, he is the father of the Duryodhan, and he inquired from Sanjaya, Dharma Setre, Kurusetre, Samaveta, Yuyusava, Mamika, Pandavas Chaiva, Kimma Kurvata, Sanjaya. After assembled in the field to fight, what are the sons of Pandu and my sons are doing there? So he wants to know what is happening in the battlefield. So Sanjaya began to narrate what is happening in the battlefield. So now we are going to start from the chapter 1, text 21 onward. That both parties have come to fight in the battle. One side are the Kauravas, another side are the Pandavas. And somewhere or other, Yudhishthira felt that it is his duty to somewhere or other avoid the war, but somewhere or other he was not able to do so. He got down from the chariot. They are already standing to fight at any time. He got down from the chariot and went to the enemy side. And everybody on this side, the other Pandavas, they were worried maybe Yudhishthira wanted to raise the white flag, surrender, no war. But Krishna says not to worry, Yudhishthira is the man of principle. He followed the path of principle of Dharma very nicely. He knows what he is doing. So Yudhishthira went to the other side. He went and touched the feet of Bhisma. And Bhisma Dev blessed him, told Yudhishthira, you will become victorious on this war. After that, Yudhishthira went to Dronacharya. He touched his feet. Dronacharya also told the same thing. Both Bhisma and Dronacharya, they told Yudhishthira, if you would have not come to touch my feet, we would have cursed you that you will be losing in this battle. So after touching the feet of the Bhisma Dev, Dronacharya, and got the blessing from both elders, Yudhishthira went back to his chariot. And that time Krishna told the Pandavas, whoever being very humble in their life, very affectionate towards the elders, and they will become very successful in their life. That is what Yudhishthira been doing to get the blessing of the elders before start anything of their life. So after Duryodhan watched all those things, that Yudhishthira came and touched the feet of Bhisma, Drona, he got the blessing from them, he went back to his chariot. Duryodhana was not very happy with Bhisma. Duryodhan went to Bhisma Dev. He says, my dear grandfather, now you are very ungrateful to us. You are sitting in our palace, you are eating the food been given by us, and when it comes to give blessing, you are giving blessing to our enemies. That's not very good. Bhisma Dev says, I told you so many times that the Arjuna, the Pandavas, they are none other than the Krishna himself. Krishna is already decided to protect them. If Krishna wants to protect anybody, nobody can kill them. If Krishna wants to kill them, nobody can protect them. I told you that Narayana, Krishna, Narayana, Krishna is being the Narayana and Arjuna being the Nara. Two cannot be separated. Both of them have come to the world to send a message for the entire human society. I told them, you do not fight with them. And he says, my dear Duryodhan, you are upset because I gave the blessing to Yudhishthira. Why I gave him the blessing? He came and touched my feet. That is how humble is Yudhishthira. Because he touched my feet, I blessed him that you will become victorious. Even if you, Duryodhan, you come and touch my feet, I would have said the same thing to you, that you will become victorious. But you are so arrogant that you are not able to even bend a little bit to pay your respect to elders. For that reason, your own arrogant consciousness, your own, there's pride in your life will kill you, not to worry. So in this way, they went and seated. And Arjuna started, he says, Sanayor Ubayor Madhye Radam Stapayame Achyuda Yavaditam Drikshayam Yudhukaman Avasita. Now Arjuna put a little bit request to Lord Krishna. Arjuna says, my dear Krishna, we have come to fight in this battle. please take the chariot in between the two armies. I wanted to see who are the people who have come to fight with me. Evam yukto rishikesa gudakesa bharata senayor ubayor madhye stapayam radottamam. And Krishna did not tell Arjuna that I am the Supreme Lord, I am more superior to you, how you are giving me an order. And Krishna, being the Supreme Lord, is showing us an example that, that the great devotee have requested him, and Krishna also accepted the request of Arjuna. He took the chariot in between the two armies. And not only taking the chariot, he told Arjuna, Bhisma dronam pramukam cha sarvesam chamayi sitam vacha pata pasyastan. He says, my dear Arjuna, look at that. Can you see Bhisma on that side? Can you see Drona on this side? Can you see all? And Krishna is trying to agitate the mind of Arjuna so that he'll be able to go into the battle. And Arjuna is so. Tatra pasyasitan parda pitrinata pitamaha acharyan matulan putran pautran sakimestara swasuran hridayaschaiva sanayor ubayor api. In the Bhagavad Gita you will see all those things. Then in the chapter 1, text 26, Arjuna saw that the whole of his kinsmen are standing again to fight with him. The grandfathers on the other side, the teachers on the other side, and all your relatives on the other side, the friends on the side. So he saw that everybody is standing to fight with him. Drista Vemam, Swajana Krishna, Yusam Samapasitam, Siddhanti Mama Gatrani, Mukam Chaiva Parisusyate. Then looking at all these people have wanted to fight with him, and his body started to shivering. And he is the Romas, the Vepastucha Sarir me Roma Hasa Jayate, Gandhivam Samsate Asta Twang Chaiva Parideyate. Then the Gandiva bow is slipping from the end of Arjuna. The hairs on his body is standing up. The lips are drying up. He found that he is unable to fight with them. And that moment Arjuna told Krishna, he said, Kimno Rajena Govinda Kim Bhoge Jivitena Va Esamartam Kansatina Rajam Bhoga Sukhanicha. Bhoga means is not true. He said this Rajyam kingdom, I don't want to establish kingdom which is not true. Api Trilokya Rajasya. He said, even if you given me the three worlds, the lower planet, middle planet, upper planet, if you give me the three worlds, he said, I'm not interested in these things. He said, Ivasrayat papam asmin. By indulging in this war, he says that I'll be committing the biggest sin in my life. So he said, I'm not really wanting to do this thing. And now Krishna gives a very important argument on the first chapter. These are going to be the takeaway from the first chapter. In the chapter 1, text 39, Krishna told Arjuna, Kula saye pranasyanti kula dharma sanatana dharma nastam kula Krishna adharma vibhavati vutta adharma bir bhavat Krishna pradusyanti kula sriya srisu srisu vishneya jayate varna shankara sankaro narakaya evam kula jnana kula yasya patanti pitaram yeso lukta pindadako kriya. Arjuna told Krishna that Kulasaya, every family, they got a tradition to follow. There's a family tradition to be followed. By destroying this dynasty, there won't be a leader in the family who can follow this tradition. And he said, by destroying the man of the family, who was supposed to lead the tradition of the family, and the women become unprotected, and there will be a lot of Varnashankara, unwanted population in the world. And when somebody dies in this world, there are final rites to be done for all these people who have died in the family. There should be an offering of pindas to create another body for a person who have died. Arjuna says that, how we're going to do all those things. So there are two important points Arjuna mentioned in this text. Arjuna said number one is that there's a family tradition is there they should follow. And leaders of the family should make sure that this family tradition being followed. Number two, if we kill all these men, the woman will be not protected, and there will be unwanted population in the world. These two reasons Arjuna gives to Krishna. So according to the Varnashram system, that he says that for the peace of the world, the family foundation should be the basis of the peace of the world. There should be good population in the world so that the world can enjoy peace and happiness. If the population is no good, if the people are like rocks and thieves, if the people don't have any good qualities in their life, they wanted to manipulate, they wanted to cheat, they wanted to destroy other people's life. If they become very selfish, how are you going to see the peace in the world? So for the good population is very important. If we wanted to gain peace and happiness in the world, for that reason Varnashram system, the Vedic civilization recommends the family tradition. So we human beings, we are taking birth again and again and again and dying and coming back again and again. Because we have got 5 depths in our life. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 5, Text 41, they have been mentioned, Devarisi Bhutapta Nirnim Pitrinam Nakim Karunayam Cham Rinicharajan Sarvatmanaya Saranam Saranyam Gatam Mukundam Pariharitya Kartam. That a human being born in this world, they have got 5 depths in their life. Number 1, they are indebted to the gods. Number 2, they are indebted to the forefathers. Number 3, they are indebted to the sages, spiritual masters. Number 4, they are indebted to another human being. And number 5, they are indebted to the animals in this world. So there are 5 depths in the human life. Why we are indebted to the gods? Because the God is supplying so much of facility for our life. In the chapter 3 of Bhagavad Gita, text 11, Krishna explained, Devan bhavyate denate deva bhavayantava parasparam bhavayanta. Parasparam means there should be cooperation between the gods and the human being. We need a good, production of food. We have to depend on the land, the soil, and, for the juicy of the proper, juicy of the foods, we have to depend on the sun god, the moon god. We need, water, rain should be there. And everything the gods are providing for us. And now in return, we become very ungrateful. We are not giving back anything to them. We are not offering anything to them. Like we are using the electricity here, we are using the fan, we are using the heater, we are paying for all those things. But the nature is giving everything for you for free. They are not charging anything. Even during the COVID time that, there was shortage of oxygen. And the oxygen went for the great sale. Everybody tried to sell the oxygen for a good price. But the nature is giving you oxygen all the time, every day, 24 hours, 365 days. But the nature is not taking any money from you. So you should be very grateful and you should be offer back something to the nature. But somewhere or other we are not doing this. So we have become indebted to the gods of the world. And number 2, the forefathers, our mother, our father, our grandfather, our grandmother. There are so many of these people have done so much of sacrifice in their life to bring us up into this world. Like a father and mother, they have sacrificed their whole life to give us, to make sure that we get a good education, to make sure that we got a good ornaments to wear, a good food to eat. They make sure that now our children should get the best in the world. So they sacrifice so much for their children's welfare. So, but the children are not paying back to in return, not be very grateful to the parents. In this way, the living being become indebted to the forefathers. Number 2. Number 3, that the sages, the rishis, the gurus, they come and give us this wonderful information, trying to educate us the purpose of human form of life, how to cross over the cycle of birth and death, how to stop all the miseries of life, and they're trying to teach us how to make a way of life that we become free from all kinds of karma of the world. But after hearing all those things, we are not able to apply it in our life. We become indebted to the teachers, the rishis and sages and guru. And fourth is that human being, among human beings, we are dealing with many human beings around. So there is, interaction with other human beings, taking and giving. They might have said good morning to you, but you did not return saying good morning to them. Then also karma has been created. They would have given you a cup of water, but you have not, returned that service to them. So we are dealing with human beings. Somewhere or other we are not, paying back to these people. There's a fourth, another karma have taken, a place in the human being. And there's a fifth, depths are there. There are animals. There are, we are walking here, we are stepping on so many living entities on the floor, drinking water, by, breathing. There are so many living entities are being killed. Just like we are sitting in this building here. Before the building been made, there are already so many living entities already living in the ground, and we kill them to make our own place. So in this way we become indebted to the animals. So in this way, Shastra says the human being has got 5 debts. And because they are not, looking into how to settle these debts, and they are taking birth again and again and again and again, to try to come to settle these debts of, with the gods, with the forefathers, with the sages, with the human being, and with the animals. So in this way, now the Shastra gives ways to settle all those things. He recommends 16 samskara, purificatory process to follow. Just like Janmana, Jayate, Sutra, Samskara, Bhavad Arjuna, Samskara, Bhavad Dvija, Vedapada, Bhavad Vipra, Brahman, Janati, Iti, Brahmana. That always to remember that we are not a material body, we are, Aham Brahmasmi, I am the spirit soul. To uplift our consciousness in spiritual way, that the Shastra gives us a 16 samskaras, a purificatory process. Number 1 is called Garbhadan Samskara. Just like you want to have a child, but you want to have the best child in your life. Prabhupada said there can be many stars in the sky, but they cannot be equal to one moon. There can be many trees in the forest, but they cannot be equal to one sandalwood tree. Similarly, a person who wants to get a good children, good child in his life, and he should undergo certain samskara, purificatory process. They're getting their mind, their consciousness, their life ready to create a living entity who can be the best in their life, who can follow the principle of dharma. So in this way, that number 1, the living being, human being are given this Garbhadan Samskara. Garbhadan means getting the woman's womb ready to inject the best living entity. And number 2 is that Pumsavanam, when the woman becomes 3-month pregnancy, for the protection of the woman and for the protection of the child, this purificatory process is done when the woman is 3 months old pregnancy. And the third is called Simontanayam. Then now when the woman is 6 months pregnancy, for the good health of the child and the woman, that another purificatory process is done in the connection of Krishna consciousness. Number 4 is called Jada Karma. When the child is born, immediately before the umbilical cord falls from the navel of the child, the father should take the child and he take little bit gold and then he take little bit honey and put it into the tongue of the child, and then he chant the Hare Krishna mantra into the ear of the child, so that many of his previous life karma can be taken out from him, can be reduced. There's another 4th purificatory process called Jada Karma. And the 5th one is called Namakaranam, that the name-giving ceremony is done either 11th day or 21 days. And the 6th one is called Niskramanam, that when the child up to the 4 months old, the child should not be taken outside anywhere. The first outing for the child is that after 4 months old, the child will be taken and then he will be shown to the sun god. The sun god is the eyes of the Supreme Lord. That's his first outing before he goes anywhere else. And the 7th is called Annaprasana, when the child is 6 months old, when starting to see the first teeth are grown, and the child is getting ready to eat the grains. So now, you cook some grains, offer to the Lord, give the first grain for the purificatory process of the child. That's the 7th. The 8th is called Chuddadari, that first shaving, after 1 year there will be a first shaving for the child. And the 9th is called Karnaveda, ear piercing ceremony. And the 10th is called Vidyaramba. The child is when 5 years old, is ready for education. And the father becomes the first guru of education for him. They take a plate, they mix, take a little bit rice and turmeric powder, mix together. Then the father takes the end of the child. He teaches him how to write, the alphabet. He writes, Om, he writes Hare Krishna. The father teaches him first before he sends him to the Gurukul education. There's a 10th purificatory process. The 11th is called Upanayanam. Now the child is sent to the Gurukulam to learn on the spiritual subject matter. And the 12th is called Vedaramba. That when the child is 8 years old, then Gayatri mantra has been taught to the child. And the 13th purificatory process is called Kesara, when the child comes to the first menstrual of the girl, the first shaving of the boy. Kesara, that there's another purificatory process has been done. The 14th is called Samavartana, when they finish the education. When the graduation is over, they take the children to the temple, again do another purificatory process, thanking the Lord for giving them a way for education. And the 15th is called Vivaha, that marriage ceremony is also considered another purificatory process. And the 16th is called Antyes, the final rites, when somebody dies, that this process is done. That first 10 days, there's an offering of Pinda. There's in the chapter 1, text 41. Arjuna is asking Krishna, if you kill all these men, the human become unprotected, and then there will be unwanted population in the world. When somebody dies, somebody must offer Pinda for them for 10 days. Who's going to do this Pinda? Pinda means a combination of cooked rice with milk, with ghee, with the black sesame seed and honey, and you make a rice bowl. Because the body has been the vehicle for the soul all this while. When somebody dies, the body, separated, soul is separated from the body, but the soul needs another body for the journey. When somebody dies, the journey is going to be 1 year journey from here. Where they're going to go? They're going to go to the Pitru Loka, the planet of Yamaraj. That is about, 560,000 miles from here. There are, below us, there are 7 planets. There are Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Bhadala. When somebody dies, they have to go to the Padala, the lowest planet, abode of the Yamaraj. And it's going to be 1 year journey. And the 1 year is divided into 12 months. And each month, walking for 45,000 miles he has to walk. Because it is 560,000 miles from here. So he has to walk 45,000 miles a month. And after walking 45,000 miles, he comes to a place called Yamyapuram. And he'll be seated there. He will be feeling hunger and thirst. And the family here, they have to again do prayer, offer the pindas and offer the water and everything. And this food will be transferred to them as a food and drinks. And after this thing, they continue their work. So they go to Yamyapuram, Sauryapuram, Nagendranagar, Gandhamanadapuram. There are 12 places they stop and take their food and water. And after 1 year, they reach to the Pitru Loka. Pitru Loka means there's a place where normally when people die go. It's about 560,000 miles from here. So now all this thing has to be done. Prabhupada says in our Krishna conscious movement, we do on the 11th day. 11th day, we finish off all this ceremony and he wash, clean the house and everything. You call the devotee, do bhajan, kirtan, and give nice prasadam to the devotee. And that is the closing subject of somebody who departed from here. So first 10 days, that the offering of pindas has to be done. That when after the cremation, the first day they offer one pinda in front of the picture of the dead person. And what happened that the soul is still there. According to Garuda Purana, somebody dies, the soul doesn't immediately go to the Pitruloka. He stays there for 10 days to accept another body as a vehicle. So the first 3 days the soul lives in the ghee lamp. People offer the lamp, they light up the lamp in front of the picture of the dead person. The soul will be living in that lamp light for 3 days. And the next 3 days you'll be living in the water. They keep a cup of water beside the picture of the dead person. The soul lives there for another 3 days. Now 6 days. Another 3 days, the soul lives above, 10 feet above where they have kept the dead body. 9 days. And the 10th day you'll be standing at the entrance of the door of the house with the palm open to receive the 10th pinda. So when you offer the first pinda one day, one pinda to be offered first day, when you offer the first pinda and the soul, he gets the head for the soul. The second day you offer 2 pindas. Now the soul gets the ear, eyes, nose, tongue and up to the neck. The third day get the chest, fourth day the arm. Like that, when the 10th day, when they offer the 10th pinda, the soul immediately, he gets another body and is ready for the journey. And according to the Garuda Purana, it's not same for everybody living the body. Somebody who having a normal death, normally it says that a Sudra, he has got a different days, the Satriya, the Vaishya, the Brahmana. Normally when a Brahmana dies, that soul lives from here on the 11th day. When the Satriya dies, the soul lives, on the 15th, on the 13th day. When the Vaishya dies, the soul lives on the 15th day. When the Sudra dies, the soul lives on the 16th day. And somebody dies in the accident, car accident, motorbike accident, the soul only leaves the place after 1 month. Till that 1 month, the soul hangs around. And somebody commits suicide, the soul only lives after 1 year. So in this way that the offering of pinda should be done. And now Arjuna is asking all these things to Krishna, that you want me to kill all these people in the battlefield. And they are the leaders of the family. And there's a responsible, lies on these leaders of the family. A leader should make sure that all this process of dharma, all this purificatory process are done for other people in the family. But the leaders are, the men in the family are the leaders. You want me to kill them? If I kill them, how this process is going to take place? And he says that, when the women are unprotected, and there will be no unwanted population in the world. According to Manu Dharma, the law for mankind, he said there are 12 kinds of children are born in the world. 12 kinds. Sometimes we wonder why there are so many problems in the world. Because there are 12 kinds of children are born in the world. One is called Aurasa, second is called Setrajan, third is called Tattan, fourth is called Kustiraman, then fifth is called Sagodan, the sixth is called Abhavitan, the seventh is called Karnidan, the eighth is called Kinidan, then Parasavan, there are Bahunarban, there are also called Suyatatan. There are 12 kinds of children are born here. That means, the first one is called Aurasan, means there are child born in a very legal marriage. Legally they get married. There's a child born from that marriage. But still that child is considered to be a contaminated. Because the child is born out of the lusty desire of man and woman. There is no purificatory process is done for the child. So that child, one child born from the legal marriage. And another one is called, Setrajan, that the woman is not able to have a child. And they have taken a sperm from another man, it's called the tube baby. It takes a sperm from another man, injected into the womb of the woman. And she gives birth to another child. That child is not same as, the married from the legal marriage. somebody else's sperm, been injected. So this child is called Setrajan. The third one is called Tatan, that you got many children, and your relative family, sister or somebody, they don't have any children, so you donate one child to them. It happens in the Asian countries. And Kruti Raman, those have taken a child, from the family, another family. They protect the child like their own parents. So they know this child be known as the Kruti Raman. And the fifth one is called Kudottaman. That this woman have indulged intellected with many men, and she don't even know who is the father of the child. This another child is born in the world. Kruti Raman. Abhavitan, that this child been rejected by their own parents. You go to Asian countries, there are child born to somebody, and the girl is underage. They don't want to know, family to know about this thing, and they go and put the child into some dustbin somewhere near the mosque or temple, and somebody can adopt the child. So in this way, there are 12 kinds of children are born in this world. So Arjuna was very cautious about all those things. He simply don't want to fight here. He has got a very valid reason. Then Arjuna told Krishna that that he says that dosa eter kula jnanam varna shankara karake. He says that by killing all these men, and I will be the destroyer of the family tradition. All this tradition has to be conducted for the ultimate benefit of the human being. But if you want me to kill them, I kill them. There could not be any other serious sin, karma in the world. So for this reason, Arjuna says that, I'm not willing to fight on the battlefield. So from the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, very important thing, Arjuna trying to give the message to the world through Krishna, is that there should be a good family foundation for the betterment, for the peace and prosperity and spiritual advancement of the world, that the family foundation should be very proper. Otherwise, if the husband and wife are not cooperative, they don't have a good family, then the children may grow up, without a good, habit in their life. Just like if you wanted to have a good garden, you must have a good gardener, so that you can see the good gardens over that side. So in this way, Prabhupada says in the purport of the Bhagavad Gita on the first chapter, that good population is very important for the peace and happiness of the world. And it only can have a good population when the family foundation is good. Then man and woman, they come together in a very loving way, they treat each other, and they give birth to a child, and then they make sure the child is given all the time to bring them up in a proper manner. In this way, for this reason, Arjuna thought that killing all these men is no good, because they are the meant to be the leaders to do all those things, and they've been given a wife to make sure that to assist them to carry out the the responsibility of family life. So in this way, Arjuna threw away all his bow and arrow, and he told that Evam Yuktarjuna Sanke Radopastar Upavisa Visriya Chacharan Chapam Soka Samvidya Manasa. The chapter 1, text 46, in the last verse of the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna says that he is not willing to take part in this battle, because you'll be destroying the the family tradition, which is very important for the upliftment of the entire world. So he has given a very good reason why you don't want to fight. Of course, in this second chapter, Sanjaya will say, Samsada Kripaya Ustan Asru Purna Kuleksanam Vijidantam Idam Vakya Uvacha Madhusudana. He says that due to compassion, that somewhere or other Arjuna is not willing to fight, and that the second chapter will begin from that. But Krishna never argue on the matter Arjuna spoke. Krishna agreed that has to be followed, the social order must be followed. But somewhere or other Krishna found that the talk of Arjuna is very imbalanced. He only talks about the social order, but he did not talk about the spiritual order. That that something within the body is not going to die. But all the time Arjuna has been telling what would happen if I kill, I kill, I kill. But he doesn't know that nobody can kill nobody in the world because the soul is eternal. So in the second chapter, Krishna will talk all those things. So for the betterment of the world, the family foundation is very, very important. Very, very important. The family foundation is not properly situated, everything will fall. For that reason, Prabhupada established, the farming community. He established, trying to revive the Varnashram system, so that, we can having, a wonderful, family life. In the same time, we can achieve the goal of human life, to cross over the cycle of repeated birth and death. There was a man and husband and wife. They went to the market, to buy vegetable. And in the market, there was also one guru and his disciple was standing. They also went to the market to buy vegetable. So now, while buying vegetable, the man and his wife, they had some talk and it turned to be an argument. And, they've been screaming to each other and the man got very angry. He raised his hand and then he slapped his wife in front of the guru. And after that he found bad, why I have done this thing in front of the Swamiji. So he told the guru, I'm very sorry that, I have argued with my wife. I've slapped her and all, He says, but Swamiji, you must know, my wife is not a good lady. She is very lazy, when I say something, she will argue and argue. And that makes me angry. Then, out of anger, I beat the lady. Is it wrong, Swamiji? I beat the lady because she's very argumentative and being very lazy. Swamiji said, you are right, you can go back. Then he left, and the lady came to the Swamiji. She said that listening to one side of the story is not very good. You also should listen to me. She said, this man is useless, he never go to work, always drinking alcohol. He never behaves like a man, never take care of the family. He said, man means, he should be very responsible. But he is not going to work, he's always drinking alcohol, When I become upset, ask him, he beat me up. Is it wrong, Swamiji? I try to help him, tell him what to do. Swamiji said, you are right, you can go. So she also left. And the disciple was standing with the Guru. Swamiji, the disciple said, Guru Maharaj, I am very confused. Guru said, why? To the man you said you are right, you can go. To the woman, his wife, you said you are right, you can go. So I don't know who's right here. Then Swamiji said, you are right. Then he said, Guruji, I don't understand. To the woman you say right, to the man you say right, to me you say right, I do not know who's right. Swamiji says, please tell me where are we come here today. He said, we came to the vegetable market. Why you came to the vegetable market? To buy vegetable. So we have come here to buy vegetable. We have not come here to counsel husband and wife. There's another place. So you have come here. Human society today, they do not know why they have come to this world. So Krishna is bringing the message. The only purpose of Krishna bringing Krishna consciousness to take your attention towards Him. Because now our attraction and attention, everything about the material way of life, We only attracted, we are attending to all the material thing. We have forgotten about Krishna. And material world means what? All full of trouble and difficulties. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkali. Is full of miseries and everything is temporary in the world. So always if you, absorbed into this problem of life, that is what you're going to live with. So Krishna wanted to divert you from, material attraction. So He comes, to take your attention towards Him. So that Krishna says, that, antakale chamamivam, by thinking of me all the time, surely you come back to me. So in this way, the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita is very important for us to establish that, with, wonderful family foundation, everything else will be going on very nicely in people's life, and world will find, peace and happiness. Thank you so much for being here today. And anybody got any questions, any comments here? So what is the message? Yeah, Prabhuji.
Something else, I wonder why Krishna gave his army to Duryodhana. Why? Because it doesn't make sense, to give men to your enemy.
Yeah. Krishna asked Arjuna about this thing. because both of them, Arjuna and Duryodhana, came for a help Krishna. And the thing is that, Duryodhana came first. And then when he came, Krishna was lying down, he was taking rest. And there was a seat, at the head of the other Krishna and the feet of Lord Krishna. So Duryodhana came and then he saw there was a seat, chair in front of lotus feet of Krishna. But he was thinking, who is he that I got to sit, at his feet? So he chose to sit, at the head of, next to the head of Krishna. Later Arjuna came. And he was very happy that he is, given the seat, to sit next to the lotus feet of Krishna. So when Krishna got up, then he saw Arjuna first. And Krishna said, Arjuna, how can I help you? At that time, Duryodhana said, my dear Krishna, I came first, you should be asking me. So Krishna told Duryodhana, it's not, who came first, it's important who I see first. So like that, then anyway, so he said, Arjuna, what can I do for you? Arjuna said that the battle is already been set, we're going to fight, so I need your help. So Krishna says, I got all this army, 640 million armies are with me, and I myself is here. So you only can take one from here. If you take the army from me, then I won't be with you. But if you select me, I'll come for you, but I'll be driving the chariot, won't be fighting, won't carry any weapon. Which one you need? Arjuna said, I want you. So there is no other choice, but Duryodhana on the other side, he was very happy that he got all these armies. When Duryodhana left ready, Krishna asked Arjuna, I got millions of armies, I was ready to give you, but why you did not take the armies? Why you selected me? And Arjuna told Krishna, my dear Lord, wherever you are, the victories will be there. You are the, possessor of all the opulences in the world. Aishwaryasya, Samagrasya, Viryasya, Yadavsasakriya. He said, because you possess all the, opulences in the world. So wherever you are, that is where the victory will be there. So I chose you. So Arjuna was very clever, being a devotee, he knows, it's not about the numbers, it's about where Krishna is going to be. That's very important. But Duryodhana did not realize this thing, but he was happy that he got the army. So even though they got the bigger numbers of soldiers and everything on the other side, they got 11 Akshini, the Pandavas only got 7. But end of the day, they become victorious. Just before the battle, Yudhishthira told Arjuna, pray to Mother Durga. Just before the battle, he says she is the superintendent of this material planet, the prison house. There is going to be a lot of adharma is going to happen, a lot of bloods are going to flow on this land. So you please pray to Durga for the mercy. So Arjuna got down from the chariot, he prayed to Mother Durga. And Mother Durga appeared in the sky for Arjuna. And she asked Arjuna, how can I help you? Arjuna said that, the battle is going to be starting at any time. And there is going to be a lot of bloods are going to be flowing here. And please, I pray that you bless me, that we may become victorious on this battle. And Mother Durga, being the sister of Krishna, she told Arjuna, my dear Arjuna, why you worry about this thing? You turn back and see who's sitting on your chariot. My brother Krishna is sitting on the chariot. Wherever there is Krishna, there is where the Dharma is going to be. Wherever there is Dharma, there is where Krishna is going to be. So wherever there is my brother, the victory is always confirmed. So you not to worry, you go back to my brother there. And she said, me, my husband, Lord Shiva, every demigod, we appear here in the world just to assist my brother to re-establish the path of principle of Dharma. So in this way, because the Pandavas, in every situation, that Krishna is the ultimate protector for them. So they do not worry about other things. Anything else? Okay, thank you so much for being here today, and I would like to thank the devotees for the kind hospitality you have given me here. I think my chariot is leaving tomorrow. They are the most craziest husband and wife are driving me around, and they don't mind to drive 700 kilometers. They are retired people. So they are enjoying their trip, I think. So tomorrow we are ready to go, and thanking you so much for kind hospitality. May Lord Krishna, may Prabhupada give us all the mercy that we may meet again and we may develop more Krishna consciousness through our association. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Pramanande.
Maharaja ki jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.